Hi everyone. I've come across some photos that I actually need to catalogue to keep for posterity, etc, etc. This little one that was taken in a photo booth is from 1966. I was 16. Look at us. Not long married. Let's get the next one. Sorry, it's all going to be a bit bitty and not very professionally done. This is when Alf was in the army. Now, he was in the army. It was national service. So everybody was called up when they were 18, every male. He's right at the back in the second row. You can't really see him, but I know which one he is. They were called up for 2 years, national service. Alf actually signed up and did 7 years. Can you imagine some of these morons today giving service for their country? I really think not. So, that's that one. This one is just a proof of our wedding day, which I actually do really like, except for the fact that my new husband closed his eyes when the camera flashed. So, but I do like this one. I think it's lovely. My roses were a very deep red. Alf chose them. I think that's lovely. So, and then we have, this was taken by me in the park, Alf and our first child. It was a very hot day, I think, as well. Look, that park is a really big park in Birmingham. It's called Cannon Hill, and it's got lakes and boats, and it had a great big conservatory with beautiful flowers, which I think they demolished. Lord knows why. And that's that one. Now, there's a picture of our first child. It's my mother-in-law's elbow on the left. But this is Alf's sister, his beautiful sister, who I loved very much. And she passed away 2 years ago. That's her and her husband, godparents to our first child. And that was taken in the garden of our first home together. Bit overgrown, but you know, we were renting it. This one is a picture of Mr. Parks with a cigarette in his mouth. I never knew him when he smoked, or when he was in the army. But this is with 2 of his army mates on a night out. I wanted to video them because I want to keep them and do something with them. This one, look how it's cracked. I'm going to have to take it to a professional to get it sorted out. This is Alf on the steps of our first flat. This is the downstairs part, leading onto the garden. And I took that picture. He'd come home for lunch, and it was a lovely sunny day, and we decided to take some photographs. I love him so much. I do. And this one, I've got all these little pictures here. This one, it's all, Lord knows what's on it, it's rust. This is a picture of Alf in the light coloured jumper, and an army friend of his named John Bird, who lived round the corner in Starcross Road. So if he happens to be watching the video, this is a picture of you and Alf. I'm going to get that repaired as well. Look at me fumbling, fumble, fumble. This one that one is a picture of Alf's eldest sister. She was his parents' second child, Maureen, and that was taken in their garden of their beautiful house. This one with our heads chopped off is a picture of me, my daughter, and Jim from Rosie and Jim. It used to be a kids' television programme. This one is a picture of our eldest son in Memphis. He and Alf had gone to see Gracelands, and Alf said he'd never fly again after that, and he didn't. This is a picture of Alf at Gracelands. You always look so young, so handsome. Whoops. And this is another picture of Alf at Gracelands. You could imagine him as a captain, couldn't you, in a uniform? This one is a picture of my son, his girlfriend, and me in the middle when I had long locks. She was a lovely girl. And here's another picture of them. Did my son wear an earring then? I'm just looking. I think I can see an earring. I don't remember that. These are all random. I've just come across them in an envelope. This is a picture of our grandson, our first grandchild. Oh, and his mum on the floor. And he just got home from school. Yes. Another picture. That's a nice picture of my son and his girlfriend. They both look happy there. They do. Oh my gosh. If you can see, it is February the 24th, 1992. And I had flown out to the Caribbean, Turks and Caicos Islands, Grand Turk, and had to have a stopover one night in Florida, or 2 nights, I can't remember, and got a hotel on South Beach, and I didn't realise it was 1992. My gosh, that's the same year as my youngest passed his driving test, I think. This is me before I lost all these 5 inches in height. and our youngest son. And we were in Tobago, and we found this little beach called Canoe Bay that most people didn't know about except the locals. Oh my gosh, it was lovely there. Absolutely lovely. Don't we look like a happy mummy and son? And we were, and we are. This is a picture of me and our little King Charles Cavalier. I don't know why we moved from that house. We shouldn't have. We stayed there 28 years. We were daft to move. She lovely. Her name was Amber. And this is my son's dog, Sophie, with her arms, her paws around Amber. I think it's Amber, or is it a cat? My daughter's cat, I can't remember. Anyway, the dog loved the other animals and fussed them. That was Sophie. There's another picture. This was taken in Aspen. We'd gone up in a cable car. That's me in the purple t-shirt and leggings. My friend on the other side in the denim jacket, that's Jane, if you're watching, Erling. And in the middle is Jane's friend. My hair at that time was almost down to my waist. Beautiful place. Oh. Here's one for the album. This is from the left, all my brothers and sisters. So from my left, looking at this here, that's Frank, Billy. Frank's passed away, Billy's around. Me in the red jacket and black skirt. Rodney, my brother. May, Alice, who I love dearly. I love them all, but Alice I've got the most empathy with. And Kath, our eldest sister, was a ballerina when she was young, very petite. Our other brother, Joey, was unfortunately in a wheelchair. He had cancer and he was in the living room. So that was 8 of us here. And this was the after, you know, the wake after my mum's funeral. We had the wake at our house, Alf and I, and this was our garden. Oh, big mistake to move from there. What else have I found? Oh, yeah. The dogs. Amber and Sophie by the fire in the winter. Amber attacking my grandson. Look how tiny she was. And the beautiful Sophie. God, we loved that dog so much. And when she passed, she was nearly 13. And I think the painter, he'd been painting our house and he'd left some stuff out the back that wasn't covered. And she must have sniffed it. And I really think that was her undoing. And we took her to the vet and they said it was, she had a tumour and it was bleeding. But we brought her home and they said there was no hope. We said, you know, if it comes to it, will the vet come out and do what they need to do in our home? And they said yes, but we'd no sooner got home than she was howling in pain. She was a beautiful girl. I'll show you that one of our wedding. This is Alf and Jean, his youngest sister. She's just 18 months older than me. And he gave her away, of course, because her father had passed. His father passed on our first wedding anniversary. So, a bittersweet day. But there she is, there's Jean. And I loved her very much. You can see the likeness in Alf and her, I think, very much. And here they are again, walking into the church. So those are the photos that I've come across, and I'm going to sort them out somehow, and probably get the bags down with all the other photographs in and get them into some semblance of order. I just thought you might like to see them. Back later, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely day.